Good afternoon all. This is Kavi Priya, Assistant Professor, EC Department. I am going to discuss about the topic fundamental rights from the subject Indian Constitution. So fundamental rights are the basic human rights. It is enshrined in the Constitution of India, which are guaranteed to all citizens. They are applied without any discrimination on the basis of race, religion, gender. Significantly, fundamental rights are enforceable by the courts subject to certain conditions. These rights, we call it as a fundamental rights because of the two reasons. They are enshrined in the Constitution, which guarantees them. They are justiciable. It is enforceable by the courts. In case of violation, a person can approach a court of law. So, there are totally six fundamental rights in an Indian constitution. They are right to freedom, right against exploitation, rights to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. And the seventh one is a right to property, which is not actually a fundamental right. There was that is a last one is a right to property. This was removed from the list of fundamental rights by the 44th constitutional amendment. This was because this right proved to be the hindrance towards attaining the goal of socialism and redistributing wealth equitably among the people. The first right is a right to equality. It is mentioned in the article 14 to 18. So the right to equality is one of the important and the foremost fundamental rights of the Indian Constitution that guarantees equal rights for everyone, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of gender, caste, race, or birth of place. It ensures equal employment opportunities in the government, and it ensures against a discrimination by the state in matters of employment on the basis of caste religion. This right is also includes the abolition of title as well as untouchability. And next fundamental right is a right to freedom. It is mentioned in the article 19 to 22. Freedom is one of the most important ideals cherished by any democratic society. The Indian Constitution guarantees a freedom to the citizen. The freedom right includes right of speech, right of expression, right of assembly without arms, right of freedom of association, freedom to practice any profession, freedom to reside in any part of the country. And next fundamental right is a right against exploitation. This right implies the prohibition of a traffic in human beings, beggar, and other forms of forced labor. It also implies a prohibition of employment of children in factories. This constitution provides employment of children under 14 years in hazardous conditions also. And next is a right to freedom of religion. This indicates a secular nation of Indian polity. There is a equal respect given to all religions. There is a freedom of conscience, profession, practice, and propagation of religion. The state has no official religion also. Every person has a right to freely practice his or a faith and establish and maintain religious and charitable institutions. And next is the cultural and the educational rights. These rights protects the rights of religious, cultural, and linguistic minorities by facilitating them to preserve their heritage and culture. Educational rights are for ensuring the education for everyone without any discrimination. And next is and final one is a right to constitutional remedies. The Indian Constitution guarantees remedies if citizens' fundamental rights are violated. The government cannot infringe upon or curb anyone's rights. When these rights are violated, the aggrieved party can approach the court. Citizen can even go directly to the Supreme Court, which can issue rights for enforcing the fundamental rights. And next, what is the importance of the fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are very important because they are like the backbone of the country. They are essential for safeguarding the people's interest in the particular country. According to Article 13, all laws that are violative of fundamental rights shall be void. The SC and high courts can declare any law unconstitutional on the grounds that it violative of the fundamental rights. Article 13 talks about not just laws but also ordinance, orders, regulations, and notifications. So that's all about the fundamental rights. So totally there are six fundamental rights, and seventh one is the right to property, which has been removed by the 42nd Amendment of Indian Constitution. Thank you.